elementary data link protocols. Here, protocols in the data link layer are designed so that this layer can perform its basic functions like framing, error control, and flow control. So here, framing is the process of dividing bit streams from physical layer into data frames. Here, framing is the process of dividing bit streams from physical layer into data frames. That means here bits are organized as a frames. Bits are organized as a frames in the data link layer. Next, second function, error control. Here, error control mechanism deals with the transmission errors and retransmission of corrupted and lost frames. Here, error control mechanisms deals with transmission errors and retransmission of corrupted and lost frames. Next, flow control. Third function is flow control. Here, flow control regulates speed of delivery so that fast sender does not drone a slow receiver. So these are the three functions of data link layer. First one, framing. Second function, error control. Third function, flow control. So here, these three protocols are designed to perform those three functions. That is about elementary data link protocols. That is about elementary data link protocols. Here, different types of elementary data link protocols are utopian simplex protocol, a simplex stop and wait protocol for an error-free channel. Third one, a simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel. So these are the three protocols are designed in the data link layer to provide three basic functions like framing, error control, and flow control. Let us discuss each elementary data link protocol. Here, first one, a utopian simplex protocol. First protocol is a utopian simplex protocol. Here, this protocol is simple, that is only one-way transmission. Here, simplex protocol is simple and only one-way transmission. And this protocol provides for data transmission in only one direction. Here, this simplex protocol provides for data transmission in one direction only, from sender to receiver. And the communication channel is assumed to be error-free. The communication channel is assumed to be error-free. And receiver is assumed to able to process all the input infinitely quickly. So here in utopian simplex protocol, the data is transmitted in only one direction, from sender to receiver. And the communication channel, that is the channel between sender and receiver, is assumed to be error-free. That means there is no error in the simplex protocol. There is no error in the transmission when you transmit the data by using this protocol. And also the receiver and sender speed is same. Okay, the receiver speed and the sender speed is same. So here simplex protocol, so we transmit the data from sender to receiver only. Okay, only one direction, and there are no errors in this data. Okay, there are no errors in the data, and sender speed and receiver speed is same. That means here in simplex protocol, we don't need any error control mechanisms and we don't need any flow control mechanisms. Okay. This one is a utopian simplex protocol. See, here the data is transmitted from network layer on mission 1 to network layer on mission 2 through the data link layer and physical layer. Here, the data is transmitted from network layer on mission 1 to network layer on mission 2 through the data link layer and physical layer. Okay, that is data transmission. The data is transmitted from network layer to physical layer. Okay, and at the receiver side, physical layer to network layer. See here, sender takes the packets from network layer and convert those packets to frames by using this data link layer and send those frames to the physical layer. Okay, and once again, from this physical layer on host mission, that is here source mission, from physical layer on mission 1 to the physical layer on mission 2. The data is transmitted from physical layer on mission 1 to physical layer on mission 2. And on the receiver side, the physical layer on mission 2 sends the data to the network layer on mission 2. See here. First, we take the one frame S. On sender side, we take the one frame S. and one packet, that is buffer. Here S is the frame and buffer is the packet. And next, here at sender side, we take the packet from network layer. Here from network layer, here buffer is the packet. So we take the packet from network layer. And here s.info equal to buffer. So here s.info equal to buffer means the packet is copied to the frame. Here buffer, that is packet, is copied to the frame. Okay. And next, once again, we transfer that packet frame to the physical layer. Here from network layer to physical layer, that is at sender side. Next, at receiver side, here wait for event. That means here receiver wait for frame arrival. Here receiver wait for the data. Receiver wait for event. Here receiver wait for the data. Here receiver wait for the data. So when the receiver receives the data at physical layer, it transfers the data to the network layer. Here from physical layer to network layer. That means when the receiver receives the data at physical layer, it transfers the data from physical layer to the network layer. So that is here a utopian simplex protocol, that is sender to receiver. Okay, only one-way transmission, and there are no errors in the simplex protocol, and receiver speed and sender speed is same. That means we don't need any error control mechanisms and flow control mechanisms in the case of simplex protocol. When you use simplex protocol for the data transmission, we don't need any error control mechanisms and any flow control mechanisms. So this is a utopian simplex protocol. Simply sender sends the data from source to destination. Here sender sends the data to the receiver. Okay, from source machine to destination machine. Here at sender side, we take the packet from network layer and that packet is copied to the frame, and next once again we transfer that frame to the physical layer at sender side. Okay, next at the receiver side, we take the packet from physical layer and send it to the network layer. Okay, that is a utopian simplex protocol. Next one, a simplex stop and wait protocol for an error-free channel. A simplex stop and wait protocol for an error-free channel. So here also, this one also only one-way transmission. A simplex stop and wait protocol is also one-way transmission, that is one directional flow. And there are no errors in this simplex stop and wait protocol. There are no errors in this simplex stop and wait protocol. That's why it's called error-free channel. A simplex stop and wait protocol does not contain any error, but there is some flow error. That means here a simplex stop and wait protocol provides one directional flow of data from sender to receiver. A simplex stop and wait protocol provides one directional flow of data from sender to receiver. And the communication channel is once again assumed to be error free. The communication channel is once again assumed to be error free. That means there are no errors in the data transmission when you are using this protocol, simplex stop and wait protocol. But this time, receiver has only finite buffer capacity and finite processing speed. But in this protocol, the receiver has only finite buffer capacity and finite processing speed. That means sender speed is high and receiver speed is low. Okay, sender speed is high, receiver speed is low. At this time, we need flow control mechanism. At this time, we need flow control mechanisms. See, the difference between a utopian simplex protocol and a simple stop and wait protocol for an error-free channel is, here, a utopian simplex protocol, we don't need any flow control mechanisms. And in a simplex stop and wait protocol for an error-free channel need flow control mechanisms. That is the difference between a utopian simplex protocol and a simplex stop and wait protocol for an error-free channel. See, the name itself is simplex stop and wait protocol. That means here sender sends the data to the receiver. Sender sends the data to the receiver. And here sender stop the processing and wait for acknowledgement from the receiver. Here sender sends the data to the receiver and wait for some time and wait for some time, and whenever acknowledgement is received from the receiver, then only it sends the data to. Okay, yes, sender sends the data one to the receiver. When receiver sends the acknowledgement for the data one, then only sender sends the data two. Okay, so yes, sender wait for time for receiving the acknowledgement from the receiver. That's why it's called stop and wait protocol. So yes, sender stop the process and wait for acknowledgement from the receiver. See here, this one also same as previous, but the only difference is here wait for event. Here sender wait for event. That means here sender wait for acknowledgement from the receiver. Okay, that's only difference from the previous protocol and this protocol. Here previous protocol, see, while of true from network layer s info equal to buffer and to physical layer. Here from network layer s info equal to buffer to physical layer, and here in extra here sender wait for the acknowledgement from the receiver. That is the difference. Okay, so sender takes the packet from network layer and copies that packet into frame at the data link layer and send that data to the physical layer. Okay, and wait for acknowledgement from the receiver. At the receiver side, here receiver wait for the frame to arrive, and next once the frame is arrived, it transfers the pack data from physical layer to the network layer, and here receiver also sends the one acknowledgement to physical layer. Here receiver, that is mission 2, sends the acknowledgement to the physical layer in the mission 1. Okay, that is the difference between previous protocol and this protocol. Next one is simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel. A simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel. So here there is a error and there is flow error. Okay, error in flow and there is error, and here a simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel. That means here noisy channel means there is a error in the data. There is a error in the data. See here in this protocol, we give the one sequence number to the each frame to be sent. Here in this protocol, we give the one sequence number to the each frame. Why? Because suppose there is an error in one frame. There is an error in the one frame. So how to recognize that frame? By using sequence number. Okay, suppose sender sends the data to the receiver, but there is an error in the one frame. Okay, so you want to retransmit that frame. You want to retransmit that frame by using that sequence number. So in the third protocol, that is a simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel, we give the sequence number to the each frame. Okay, if there is any error in that frame, we retransmit that frame by using sequence number. That is the difference between previous two protocols and this protocol. So in this protocol, there are errors in the data. In this protocol, there are errors in the data. Okay, see here void sender and here sequence number space next frame to send. That means we give the one sequence number to the each frame, and next we take the frame, and next we take the packet, and next we initialize this one next frame to send equal to 0, and here at sender side we take the packet from network layer. Okay, at sender side we take the packet from network layer, and here buffer s info equal to buffer means this packet is transmitted to the frame. Okay, and next here s dot sequence equal to next frame to send. That means this one is the next frame. We give the sequence number. Okay, and send to the physical layer. So here we take the packet from network layer, and that packet is converted to the frame and send it to the physical layer on mission 1. And here we start timer. Here start underscore timer means here we set the timer. Here sender wait for some time. Okay, so here we set the timer and wait for acknowledgement. Okay, here sender start the timer and wait for acknowledgement. Okay, so if the time is completed, okay, if the timeout, but the sender does not receive any acknowledgement from receiver during the time interval, here the sender, if the sender does not receive any acknowledgement from receiver means there is an error in the data. Then sender retransmit the data. If the acknowledgement received within the time, then sender sends the another data. Okay, so here sender sends the data to receiver and set the timer and wait for some time. Okay, so if the sender does not receive any acknowledgement from receiver within the time, then sender retransmit the data. Okay, here sender assume that there is an error and retransmit the data by using sequence number. Okay, if the acknowledgement is received within the time interval, then sender sends the another data. Okay, so here sender start underscore timer. So here sender sets the timer and wait for some time. Next, if the acknowledgement is received, here if the acknowledgement is received from physical layer, okay, if the acknowledgement is received from physical layer, so you stop the timer. Okay, and next it sends the another packet from network layer. Okay, and increment next frame to send. So initially next frame to send equal to 0 means frame 0, and after getting acknowledgement we stop the timer and send another packet. Okay, that is here increment next frame to send. Okay, another frame. Next, at the receiver side, here receiver wait for event. That means wait for the frame arrival. If the frame is arrived from physical layer, then it gives the frame expected equal to here r dot seek equal to frame expected. Okay, here frame expected equal to 0. Okay, that is we receive the frame 0. Okay, and send it to the network layer. Okay, once the packet is received from physical layer, we send it to the network layer on mission 2 and increment frame expected. So initially we receive the frame 0. Okay, so after receiving the frame 0, we increment the frame, that is here increment frame expected. So frame expected equal to 1. So here receiver sends the acknowledgement to the frame 0. That means here frame expected is 1. So here 1 minus frame expected, that is 0. So s dot ack equal to 0 means here we give the acknowledgement to the frame 0. Okay, and send that acknowledgement to physical layer on mission 1. That is physical layer on sender 1. Okay, so this is a simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel. Once again, I repeat. So here sender and receiver. So sender sends the data to the receiver and wait for some time, set the timer and wait for some time. Okay, if the acknowledgement is received within the time, then sender assume that yes, there is no error and send another data. Okay, if the acknowledgement is not received within the time, then sender retransmit the data. Okay, yes, there is an error. So retransmit that frame by using sequence number. So this is a simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel. So in the first protocol, we don't need any error control and flow control mechanisms. So in the second protocol, we don't need error control mechanisms, but we need flow control mechanism. In the third one, a simplex stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel, we need both error control and flow control mechanisms. So first one, we need framing. We need only function framing. Second one, we need framing and flow control. Third one, we need framing, error control and flow control. So this is about elementary data link protocols. So elementary data link protocols are designed to perform basic functions like framing, error control and flow control. So framing means organizing the bits into frames, and error control. So you have to assume that there is no error, okay, during data transmission. You have to control that error during data transmission by using error control mechanisms. Flow control means here fast sender does not run a slow receiver. Okay. So these are the three basic functions provided by data link layer. And we have to design these three protocols: a utopian simplex protocol, a simple stop and wait protocol for error free channel, and a simply stop and wait protocol for a noisy channel. This is about elementary data link protocols.